on, so
All right. Is the audio actually working this time?
yes, I made sure of it.
Okay.
I even did
How do we sound?
I
Can you
even
hear us very well?
you're a bit muffled, but I turned you up so I can hear you better.
Pretty good considering you're on your phones.
Yeah.
I mean, we're legit on my phone, but yeah.
I hope you're at least on Wi-Fi and not on data.
Checks. Are you? Okay, there you go. So welcome to chapter 2. Chapter 2 is labeled War for good reasons. But before we dive in to chapter 2, we kind of have to go over what happened last time, and I'm just gonna do a real rough recap because there's like a lot of knowledge and a lot of things happening. So let's start off.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Profit. Slave. Anyway, what's the recap? Shall we be quiet now, Adam? Are you done?
Nope, never.
So we started off this campaign by everyone receiving a letter that took everyone to the capital, Kalani, which is on the continent of Varan. Excuse me.
Excuse.
You were each introduced to one of the primal goddesses, Onder. You then proceeded to meet the royal family and their trusted military leaders, King Varan, Queen Alan, and their two beautiful children, Paladin Princess Aisha and the Crown Prince Tavain. You've traveled with both of them at some point in this journey. You also found out that they have two other children. The oldest, Princess Scarlet, and the youngest, Princess Kana. Your initial task was to get rid of some petty cultists that have gone and terrorized small villages, and just essentially poisoning the kingdom and stirring up some trouble. They also told you that there's some lizard folk in the Northern Barrens that have been collecting, looking to strike and start a war, essentially. You set off initially with Tavain. You guys go to Helen, Aaron, and then lastly, Roland. You have met many different people along the way. You found some strange keys that do some weird shit. Some say that they're open some kind of door. Some of you have even managed to meet other gods and goddesses, including Corellin, Weejoss, and you even saw Yominger. All together, you have seen some crazy shit, some weird-ass cult leaders that wield their blood, paladins that fight for evil, and even fucking vampires. You have made quite the scene in front of the council, which includes the Grand Mage Archimedes, the Martial Commander Gamma, the Falcon Master Artix, along with their mention of the Dark Network leader, Master Vecna. War and skirmishes have broken out throughout the entire northern pass at this point, and when you're done cleaning out the cultists in Roland, then you are instructed to head north. There's no safe path, so you would have to go down the way you came up. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. We left off at a cabin. Last I checked, a very creepy cabin, out in the middle of nowhere. The air around the cabin is still and cold. Kinda like a movie, memories are flooding back to Siegfried. You, good sir, remember Alexandra. She protected the Dark Isle for many, many millennia. She was even part of the old regime when Count Vladimir Dracula was king. Even all of your time here, all of the things that you have done, everything. Last last time, you are all just kind of spread about. No plots put to motion, just letters sitting in Siegfried's hand. You guys never made your next move.
I did tell them everything, didn't I? Or what I could.
No.
Oh, I thought I said this. I thought I said this out loud. The letters.
You said the letters out loud.
Oh. Was everyone still? Did everyone listen to the letters, right?
Except for
Yes.
Lauren.
Except for Lauren.
Oh.
It's been a while though. Can you please recap and refresh our memories?
Lauren is gone.
Did you ever put the letters on the thing like you said you were going to?
I think so.
I'm just not in front of my computer right now. That's all. Okay.
Doesn't look like it.
You didn't?
No.
You said you were going to so people could read them. Where are they?
They're downstairs. They're
This is
kind
why
of
we have
important.
replays.
They're probably very important, so maybe you should go get them.
Can I just tell you the gist of the letters?
No.
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
I'm
sure
okay
that-
with that, but
And for the sake of
Okay.
time, though, too.
Okay, go ahead. Just it up.
Siegfried went to go see Lord Dominic because he had the cure to whatever illness Princess Kana had. There was a few letters going back and forth about that. Siegfried went to the Dark Isle to meet with some guy, and then Kana got a letter from both Lord Dominic and Sigmund, which is Siegfried's brother. Sigmund said that whatever you do, be careful, because Lord Dominic's not the most trustworthy person in the world. Lord Dominic said, I think that this is a great opportunity for both the Dark Valehaven and Varen to finally unite in a common goal. It's basically what they said. There's one about Scarlet. How Aisha is going to look for Sigmund and can't find him because no one will give her passage to Valehaven. So she ends up heading back. They talk about how Princess Scarlet's going to be the next ruler or queen. And that's really pretty much it.
Okay. Okay. Everyone heard that? Everyone sort of paid attention to that?
Yep.
Yes.
I know it's like a lot.
I also
Yeah.
remember some of this from before now that I've been refreshed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
So
from
you're
what
saying
I
I regained?
recall,
Oh,
never mind.
what? No, continue.
Well, from what I recall, I was trying to steal any bit of furniture that wasn't nailed down to the ground.
Oh yeah, the bed and all that.
What, you
fun
think I
stuff.
forget?
We were
I do.
hoping.
We were hoping.
We were hoping.
Steal everything, Ducks. It's your. It's. Do it.
My rightful property.
It's his whole.
Yeah.
It's
Actually-
his whole shtick.
Technically, this is my home.
Do it.
Yeah, fuck it. He could do it.
Does Siegfried have an issue with it?
I mean,
Siegfried doesn't live in it, so.
You don't
Not
have to-
anymore.
If you got an issue,
Yeah.
you're gonna have an
I
issue.
think
with
we
this
were
block.
trying. I think we were trying to steal a carpet, one way for flying carpet.
Oh yeah.
It was like
I
all
think
covered in
Ada
blood.
said no.
Yeah.
A whole new world.
Well, you know what? If Siegfried gives consent, then you can have the carpet.
Isn't it covered in blood
Siegfried.
It was
Sig-
covered
Yes,
in
it is
blood.
covered in blood.
Well, you just need to wash it. There's a river.
That's
That's
frozen
Frozen
over.
River.
I'm
Someone
gonna-
have a fire spell? There you go.
I would like to do something. I
What?
would like to go out after a Lauren.
though? Lauren's
Alright.
long gone.
Just saying, we need a Lauren here, so that way we could talk about stuff? Because I just remembered everything.
So does this mean Aloran has walked out of the campaign?
No. Ada knows where Lauren's at and what Lauren's doing. Lauren's just long gone.
She's looking at me like I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Remember the little thing I wrote? Remember? No?
Oh my god, she
I
doesn't.
remember what you wrote, but you didn't exactly say where you were.
Oh. Yeah, he just goes on a very long walk by himself.
Okay.
But
We need you.
But
What?
what's Arnold gonna do now?
What is Arnold gonna do now?
Arnold learned some independence.
God
Arnold's gonna
fucking
cry in
damn
a
it.
corner.
I was being so happy being lazy.
What?
God damn it.
You gotta be careful. Sometimes the people carrying you across the river will just throw you in it.
No, they'll abandon me.
Exactly, they'll
At this
abandon you and throw
point,
you in the river.
At this point, the sun is half past. There's only about a few more hours left until sundown. It shouldn't be a bother to get back to Roland on time, assuming that you leave soon.
We could just sleep here.
I was about to suggest that, actually.
How about we don't sleep where we just fucking got attacked by
It's okay.
murderous teleporting enemy?
No. The only one who's gonna come back here is. No,
Colin.
actually, we should leave. No, actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's go,
That's
guys. Let's go
good.
get.
I love
Let's
that.
let's go get Debbie Downer guy and head back, and I'll explain things along the way. Let's go. Slams door open, breaking it.
Now look at Siegfried. Do you need to be cathartic and burn the place to the ground or anything silly like that?
No, I'm
Alright, let's
okay.
go. Alright, let's go.
Hearing me now. Eventually you find Aloran sitting on the path, question mark?
No, but okay.
Where do you want
No,
to
but
be?
yes.
Just tell me where you want to be.
No, it's fine.
Oh my god.
I swear to God, I will reach down to Florida and slap you.
He is
Looking
within
out,
striking distance of you now, Kenny.
looking out over a cliff that gives a good view of Varen.
Ooh, that means actually I'm outside of her
fancy.
striking distance now.
Siegfried, stop sitting on her. Jesus Christ. Actually, you would be back at where you guys saw those cubs, those bear cubs, and that bear family.
Bears?
Because
The ones we didn't
Lions
murderize.
and tigers and bears. Oh my.
We didn't
Huh?
kill bears.
no,
Never saw bears. I don't think.
Yormanger was
We killed
leading them
wolves.
to a safe location.
Yes.
Yes.
And there was a
And
I
an
think
avalanche and a cave, and we saw someone. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
now.
yeah. So
Did we all see?
yeah,
Oh, I thought only Kenny saw.
no, you all saw it.
Oh.
I don't
Bear.
think everyone did, but I think
I don't think
I know more than one of us did.
all of us saw the bears. Not all of us saw the god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of us saw the white wolf. That
Yeah.
I'm just going to assume is Artemis.
This is the. Let me see.
It's been so long she's not even sure herself anymore.
Oh my God, I wrote too much.
You should have spent the day listening to the episodes.
Yeah, that's fair.
We had a really busy day today. Okay.
Fair.
I'm still wondering if my phone's gonna last this whole session. So, if we wind up kind of short, that's why.
Why isn't it plugged into power?
Because there's not many power outlets.
You're funny.
That's so silly.
You are correct. Oh yeah.
Did you guys move into Thomas Jefferson's house or something?
Yes. Oh yeah.
In
I didn't
fact,
write down
did.
who could see me, but I wrote down
You
that
guys
there
gonna
was a
readjust
perception
the
check.
kite outside? Hope for some more lightning.
That would be
And I'm
Franklin's
pretty sure
house, not Jefferson's. Thank you very much.
only Penny was able to see.
Huh?
Hold on. You're telling me that everyone failed a 14?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly.
Jesus Christ.
No, I didn't.
So Connor, this cat.
And I got the
Bro,
log
shut
right
up.
here.
Shut up, Ducks. Shut up. Nobody.
Oh,
Nobody remembers. Let me get
She
away
has
with
the
this.
log.
Let me get
She
away
has
with
the
this.
log. She could
That's
just go
it.
through
Time
the
to move to
log.
replay.
Let me speak some of that poopy. Fuck you. I'm sick. Fuck off.
You sound sick.
Well, I have better excuses, but I'm not using them.
You sound sick.
I am. I've been sleeping all
He
day.
sounds like shit.
I do.
When was our last session?
I feel like an. I feel like Ducks' fat ass sat on my face.
When was our last session?
Man, I don't fucking know.
It was
Since-
a minute ago.
In a minute.
From what I recall, I think Arnold was still encased in snow over by the beach.
What?
I don't think we ever got about it.
What? What?
But you don't remember that when I encased
I
Arnold in
remember that.
snow?
Oh, it must have. Oh, it was the 17th. That's right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Lauren. Oh, yeah. Laura was the only one.
That's so funny.
Oh, no, you saw it too.
Huh?
It was me.
Yeah,
Oh.
Adam saw it. And Axel saw it. Everyone else rolled like an 11, a 9, a 7.
That's surprising that I failed it, considering I have a +8.
I think you just rolled like a 2 or something. Alright. So, as you guys head back up, you see that same cub family, and their mom peacefully sleeping in that same cave. Do not disturb. And, huh?
Is it time for dinner?
No. You are on your way to Roland. By the time you get to Roland, it is going to be dark out. Did you want to tell them the things on your way there?
Which one? Everything?
Everything's?
Everything. No, I'm more interested in seeing Siegfried try and catch a fly. Anyway, he's cross-eyed because he's
I love Sig.
um
I'm assuming he's better now, right?
he's doing a lot better, yeah.
Okay, good.
I guess I tell them whatever like you want to tell them. Cause
So
You-
possessed by the power of the narrator,
yeah, there you go.
Siegfried speaks, and the words
There you
that come
go.
from his mouth are
Not his own.
No, because that's too
dictated
much
by
for
the
me.
gods of fate.
Legitimately, if I needed to remember all this, I would lose my mind. Because I'm basically remembering someone else's whole life.
And you have trouble enough with your own.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Where do we start?
I'm gonna go lay down.
No,
You're talking for me.
no.
You have to.
We're gonna talk this out.
We're gonna. So Siegfried is going to be opening his mouth between narrator and me, and we're gonna just have a midlife crisis amongst each other
Yes.
in the same body, and everyone's gonna stand there and watch. That's not okay. You might as well just do the whole Sigmund thing. at that point.
Okay, but
Oh, by the way, there was some points in which when Sigmund had Siegfried in his body, that they were able to possess each other and talk out of each other. Yeah.
What a weird brother relationship.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro, do you mind if I penetrate you for a little bit?
Says, oh, wait, no, never mind. I almost said something stupid. Something else
alright.
stupid.
You mean other than all the things you normally say that are stupid?
Exactly, that's what I said. Something else stupid.
So the woman that you guys fought at the cabin, her name was Alexandra. She is ancient. She protected the Dark Isles when the last regime under Vladimir Dracula was still intact, which was over 300 years ago.
Did you want Siegfried to translate this into Siegfried talk?
Yeah.
Alexandria with Dracula's bitch.
Yeah, basically.
And she old as fuck.
She used to be the royal concubine, which was like the highest that you could go without being like no, it was basically his mate.
So is this
So-
actually
so-
actually just Dracula?
So, she wasn't just any bitch. She was his highest bitch.
She was his
And
meat squeeze.
Yeah,
like
she was the queen bitch.
they be fucking. Or
Was
were be
she the
fucking.
queen basically? So his queen bitch.
No, because there was no position of king or queen. There was never Dracula never thought that there should ever be room for two rulers. It should always be one ruling over everyone. There can be a council that can give suggestions, but never should a person tell him what to do.
Sounds like he was just a control freak.
Sounds like Dracula.
When Kapana came over there, she legit challenged him and won, making her the queen, and she killed him. She then has been, for the last 300 years, reforming it, making so that way everyone, the society is more like levels and equals, and where she actually listens to her council, and she also wants a king to rule beside her.
Which he wants that king.
That's
to be-
who Siegfried
Hmm?
is.
Yeah, that's who she wants.
She
so
wanted me to be king.
Right.
And he was like, nah.
Well, what did you do instead?
Nah.
You, in your glorious fashion, ran away.
Yeah, because Siegfried doesn't want to be locked down to a certain
He
thing.
doesn't want to
He
be
does-
chained down by
Sounds like he
society's
has
lies.
commitment issues.
Siegfried just wants freedom. And if he's king, he won't be able to do whatever the fuck he wants. Even though that's what you would expect a king to be able to do, but no.
Well,
That's
being
not
king comes with a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah, that's not. It's essentially a whole like what happened to Naruto. And I'm just making this reference because legitimately you get to see it happen. Like he becomes nailed down. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a wife and 2
But-
kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if Siegfried could find a way to get away without breathing, he would. Because he wouldn't want to even be committed to the air he breathes.
It chains into this world.
I mean, that is what he said the first time that he came out. I can breathe again. I have to breathe again. Okay. There was nothing else in there, was there? No, that was Alexandra. Did you want to tell them about Kana?
Yeah, sure. Go.
Siegfried and Kana were lifelong friends since they were really little, and then they were there when the accident happened. But Sigmund achieved a
What accident? Make it, well, as long as they understand.
what accident was it? I don't remember. They were trying to what were they doing?
What? Sigmund and Siegfried?
Yeah.
Looking for ways to gain immortality.
Oh yeah. And one of the ways of trying to gain immortality, they fused body and soul. So
Sigmund became the host.
Sigmund became the host of two souls, which ended up corrupting him, but making Siegfried in a way pure. And then Sigmund went down this path to become a lich.
So you telling me I remember this now?
Yes.
Do I remember the aftermath of this?
Yes.
So I know that it was actually on purpose that he made me go into
Yes.
him and he became the host.
Yes.
That was on purpose.
Yeah.
But that was because he was trying to save my life.
Yeah.
Because Siegfried was dying at the time.
Was sick with the same disease as Kana.
Yes. There we go. See, hopefully that makes a little bit more sense.
They shared the same disease.
They were fused. So Sigmund was actually a character in the campaign. He was constantly trying to become immortal, and the way he found to become immortal was lich.
To become a lich, to become an undead, basically king.
Yeah.
But
in trying to do so, he eventually became a bad guy, and that caused
the events that happened at our lovely continent of
Yes, the dragon. Zombie. Lit.
zombie
Letting of
dragon.
the what is the name of that continent? I'm trying to remember because I'm from there.
Denmark.
Denmark.
Yes.
There you go, Denmark.
The splitting of Denmark was caused by said person. Little did you guys know that Aisha and Tavain were both at that event,
We knew Aisha was.
but Tavain was also there. That is something that you
That was important.
remembered. He was very young.
When they beat Sigmund, though, because Siegfried was there too, because they took out the
Wants to
lead
ask a
due to
question.
an event.
Axel can ask a question.
This Sigmund fella, is he still alive?
It is confirmed that he is alive.
I want to kill this bitch. Sorry, I am a little ticked off because this fucker fucked up my entire society, my entire homeland, and I ain't happy about that.
Yeah. After Sigmund went ahead and split the continent, that basically made the people choose one side or the other, which made one side complete order and the other side a band of nomads, which ended up being overrun by orcs.
I mean, to be fair, the things that are people are still trying to save Sigmund. So you're gonna make enemies doing so too.
That whole war change the direction of the society I grew up in, that Axel
Yeah.
grew up in, to one of xenophobic alien mistrust.
Correct.
Which is why I am an outcast and life there is terrible and it sucks.
Lauren would like
Because
to ask
in the
Siegfried a question.
Okay. Before we continue, because there's still
Yeah.
more.
Do you think Sigmund is redeemable? What do you want to do about this?
I think anyone's redeemable.
But do you want to forgive him?
I never blamed him.
You never blamed him?
What he did was, in his mind, the right thing to do. So how can I blame someone for thinking that that's the right thing?
The right thing to do is never at the expense of others' lives. He kept you
disagree.
cooped up in a cage for how long? Blatant disregard for your own desire, your own hope.
no one knows how long you were in there. Actually,
It was just a long, really long time.
all the records are kind of messed up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Time is really a little wonky.
No, I was also brought to a different plane of existence at one point,
Correct.
which I now remember.
Yes.
Okay, I remember that now. So a lot's happened to me, and yeah, I could go ahead and blame a single person for that, but in doing so, what does that do for me?
It's a strange way of looking at it.
If anything, I want him to be free of his burdens too.
Well, considering he split an entire continent in half, I doubt that's happening anytime soon.
In order to be considered redeemed, he would have to do a great deal more than I would because of his actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but has he
And
done
so-
anything recently? Think about it.
We don't know that,
If he is alive, correct, but if he is alive,
which we have confirmed he is.
why hasn't he done anything?
Could be plotting,
Could be plotting, could be
preparing.
struggling with. He could be struggling with himself because he used to
could be.
never be like that. So, one of the causes of him being so evil was him going the whole lich transformation. At least from what we know.
Just want to point out, just because you become a lich doesn't necessarily mean you're evil. Though probably, let's be honest, you probably are.
It's the way that you go about it.
He was desperate.
So if you go about it a certain way,
and we all know what happens.
then no.
We all know what happens to desperate people.
But if your heart is in the wrong place, you will most definitely turn to the evil side of it. But if
No,
you
it's like it's like any power. Power does not corrupt. Power simply reveals.
Mhm.
Well, there's also the fact that when we were combined, merged together, we each had to take a side of basically a coin. And I think when it comes down to it, I received more of the good than the bad.
the dark
How did you
the
even
dark
get
light.
out to begin with?
Oh, that was fun. Do you want me to explain that? That is fun.
Yeah.
So because of some gods intermingling, I was moved into a different world.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I was in a different world at one point.
Yep.
How is the party gonna take this? I don't know.
So you're a trans-dimensional traveler?
Sort of, not by choice.
I would argue we've all been to another plane of existence. We've been in Archie's castle.
Oh, that's a fair point.
So imagine Archie's castle, but like a whole nother continent world. places, lots of places.
How'd you get back?
The god.
Did they just feel bad or something?
So I was with a party, and this party was sent out to stop Sigmund.
Yeah.
When I was transported from this plane to another, we were separated. And when we were separated, it was my duty to try and find him. And let's just say the party failed. And
Yeah.
the god was not happy.
PPK.
I don't know exactly what happened, but all I know there was a white flash of light, and then I lost all my memory.
And then
Do you
suddenly
know
you had him
who
again.
the god who did this was?
No, for some reason I still can't remember the name. Or the place where we were. Or who the party members were.
So there might be some other
Huh. I
outside
seemingly
interference.
still forget all of that. I don't know why, though.
Metagame question. Was this an actual other campaign that happened?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
And it actually does tie in with this story.
Multiverse theory.
Multiverse.
So the only thing I'll say this outside of Siegfried, so this is just something I'll say to clarify. The god basically wiped the whole, and the god was the DM. The god basically wiped the whole story,
That's the only
campaign,
part that
everything.
didn't change. Because
You want it to be different?
I will act.
So I'm gonna call this other plane of existence she went to the Betaverse, and we're now in Alpha.
Because I wasn't the DM.
Yeah, she wasn't the DM.
Oh.
No,
Yes.
I was not the DM. But Sabrina did take the idea from this world
Yeah, and used it.
and used it.
It was like sort of like a co-campaign when you think about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Co-campaign and
So there's a confirmed multiverse.
in this world, yes. Yeah, because I just confirmed it. Yeah. So when I wound up when I was in that other world, and this is Siegfried talking again, we did wind up having to try to fight Sigmund. And I thought no, I'm still blanking on some stuff. Huh. For some reason I can't exactly determine how things ended, except for the fact that there was a white flash of light. And then I wound up back here without memories.
How did Sigmund wind up back here?
Probably the same way I did. It makes me wonder if any of the other people from that dimension are here.
No.
Well, it also makes you wonder if
I
maybe
mean,
they
you
just
still
went
could
back
want
to
the
wherever
characters.
their home.
Yeah, I have no clue because my memory's still sort of messed. Like, yeah, I essentially have like another lifetime worth of memories.
Neat.
Neat.
Yeah.
Let's go kill Sigmund.
Wow.
What?
Even after all I just said.
I mean, I relate with your sentiment, but how about let's not say it directly in front of his brother?
I want his brother to help me, though.
Uh,
After we deal with this current incident, I mean, that's clearly like a back burner thing. We need to take care of this whole cultist trying to invade the kingdom first thing.
Well, about that.
Oh, God.
No.
Continue.
Both Axel and Lauren at the same time.
We still haven't talked about Kana yet. Here we go.
Your squeeze?
Um,
Okay.
Kana believed that what she was doing was right. She took the medicine and it turned her into a vampire. She didn't consult any of her family members. When her family found out, they essentially turned their back on her because she no longer was a part of the quote unquote family. The blessing that is on that family gives them a certain longevity. But if you're a vampire, you don't need that blessing. And so she was cast out and no longer a part of the family. But they couldn't just, cast her out into the wilderness with no knowledge or anything like that. So they put her into this cabin.
Cabin in the woods.
But yes, but an incident happened at this cabin which had sparked essentially a long, as long as they can remember, war between Kana and Varen, her dad. So he thinks that she is now a bloodthirsty killing monster and just wants vengeance on him.
Vengeance.
And she wants
Vengeance.
him to understand that she did not know the full extent of her decisions.
So we got a family feud between immortals.
Near immortals, but yes. When Kana asked Siegfried to take the plunge with her, he agreed because it was essentially immortality. And now Siegfried has reached immortality. But, of course, it comes at a cost. He was given a trinket that basically takes away those consequences.
Should I wave the trinket?
Yes.
Waves trinket.
It's a little necklace that has a mirror on it.
So if there was a second one of those for Kana, that could help immensely.
Potentially. The other thing is that they were looking for an artifact that could cause night.
That could what?
That causes night?
Just
A
like
cloak
you
of
use it and
nightness.
it just makes it night?
Yeah.
Huh.
Cleanse the permanent darkness.
They were looking for an item or an artifact that would cause the area around said artifacts to either be night or day or like high tide or low tide.
Why does that
Some
sound
bells.
familiar?
I don't know. Might have read about that or heard
Wait, was that the center of the previous campaign?
Oh no, I was
Correct.
talking in character. Yeah, no, I got that.
Yeah,
Was that?
that was the artifact that you guys got in the last campaign.
Didn't they already find that though?
Siegfried doesn't know that they found
Don't
it.
know that.
Yeah, Siegfried doesn't know that they found it.
Hello?
He just knows that they are looking for it.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
I was getting a
Okay.
call from a number I don't know.
And I have about 1,000 fucking messages. Holy crap.
Anyway.
And then she asked him to be king to help her reform the Dark Isle to be more like an actual country, so that way they could get sanctioned by the College of Ashen. College of Ashen still refuses to sanction them because most people still think that vampires are not meant to be.
Vampires are heathens.
Yeah, exactly.
Racist assholes.
Hey, don't we all deep down want to be heathens, living our heathen lives, searching for pleasure? I think they're just
Heathen.
jealous.
I describe the College of Ashen as heathens themselves, quite
I
frankly.
mean, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think everyone here agrees. Is there anything else important? Or anything I'm forgetting about your relationship with the lady?
That my boo.
Yeah,
So,
he
Siegfried,
loves her. Don't touch her. You touch her, you die.
Siegfried, I have a question.
Yes.
So, what do you plan to do for or about Kana? What do you plan to do to try and change this whole family feud?
Oh, that's been an ongoing process.
Steve Hart.
That's why that's the only reason why he is still allowed to pass through Varen. Because he is the only one able to get a message to her.
So I set up this psychiatrist appointment.
What the
I
fuck?
mean, I think that's a good idea. I think her and her father just need some counseling. If we can just get them, like, a mediator and, like, someone to make sure that we can gag them on command so they don't start yelling.
Well, it's a family feud, so shouldn't we get Steve Harvey?
Shut up.
And then
I
Vice
mean,
died.
this
a heart
this
attack.
fight can't keep going on. More and more people are gonna die needlessly. Something's gotta change. Something's gotta happen.
I need to meet with Kana.
Question is, can they
And
it be
how are you gonna
reconciled?
go about doing that?
We need to start a riot.
What?
We need to what?
Let's start a
Okay,
riot.
I
A
feel like that we have 4 viable options here. I think as a group we need to discuss them. And as
Yeah,
I
can we
see
just
it,
agree that I'm not the person to make a plan, please?
Well,
yeah,
the
clearly
reason
you're just
Lauren is asking you is because you're the one who's like the center of all this right now.
he
Hey.
is the crux, but I feel like he'll go along with whatever we decide as long as it doesn't involve hurting Kana. So here are the options to the group as I see them. A,
Yeah.
we side with Kana and join them and work on killing her papa. B, we join her papa and work on trying to kill Kana, which because of Siegfried is really not practical. We can form our own third neutral party trying for reconciliation, or we can just all kindly fuck off and go do our own thing.
Yeah, the fourth option's not viable. Fuck you.
So we've got
That is
3
not an
options.
option. You get 3 options. That fourth one is a year ticket out of here.
Siegfried really likes the fourth option.
Yeah, that's and so the second option really isn't viable. So we really have 2 options.
Or we could take the second option and then turn against King Baron.
That's what no, the second option was go against Kana.
I know.
The first option was go against the king.
I know. But what I'm saying
Or
is take the second option, make the king think that we're helping him with defeating Kana.
But that's
or
still ultimately
I have another option for you guys.
There's another option.
Which there is another option, which is to wait and make your decision a little later on after you hear more information. Because so far you've only heard information from Siegfried. You haven't heard any information from like Aisha or any of the townsfolk that actually lived near them at the time. So you don't know what incident it was.
My memory bad.
we can until we those are our options. We don't have to make them now, but until then, we should just information gather.
Also, if you go against the king, we'll probably have to go against Archie too, in a way.
I don't think Archie cares.
Archie
Yeah,
is
I
chill.
doubt Archie has a genuine affiliation with the king.
I also am curious about how the king is going to go about fulfilling the promises he's made to us.
Wait a second. Does someone have an Archie ticket?
Probably.
I don't have Archie in the
Why
book
do
right
we
now.
want an Archie ticket?
We could just ask him. Hey, if we go against the king, you know.
I don't think that's a good idea right now.
I think we get an honest answer out of that.
The thing is, Sigmund, Archie strikes me as someone whose memory and commitment is less
You should
reliable
say-
than yours.
You said Sigmund.
Siegfried.
Sorry, Siegfried, my mistake. Sorry, that bastard's on my mind. I want him dead. The fucker fucked.
Yikes! Someone it got vindictive real quick.
I mean, he's declared his intentions to kill Sigmund before.
The love is gone.
I would
The
point
love
out
is
that basically my
gone.
character has realized this fucker's responsible for everything that's wrong with my life. Single-handedly.
All right, so
Well, if it wasn't one thing, it'd be the other.
that's fair. Are you guys going back to Roland then?
I presume we've been walking back this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that you guys are done talking before we get into Roland.
Are you done spilling the beans on Siegfried?
Is Siegfried done spilling the beans on Siegfried?
Is Siegfried done spilling the beans on Siegfried? Siegfried says this.
Can Aloran ride any Everest yet?
What did you just say to me?
Can Aloran ride any Everest as Wolf?
Yeah, you forgot about the wolf.
I did not forget about the wolf.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
The
Did you
wolf is
forget about the basilisk?
No, I did not forget about the basilisk either.
Did you forget about Statue Puppy?
Yes.
Well, Statue Puppy is still a thing, and Statue Puppy is still very sad.
Yeah, you need to unpetrify him in some way, shape, or form.
Anyway, go back to
Before
Cameron.
we leave the mountains, too.
Yeah.
I love that name, though. Statue Puppy. That's really cute.
Is it okay? Anything else? Any other topic of Siegfried, Kana, and the Dark Isles? No? I'm moving on.
Oh, so I could come back to the mountains if I need to.
Fair enough.
To bring, yeah,
To bring him back?
to bring him back.
Yeah, that's fine. So you get back to Roland. It is, once again, dark out. The town is, for the most part, very quiet. The only lights on is at the tavern. The tavern is lit. Well, only a few homes seem to be going to bed. You guys make your way to the tavern, and Pav and his hunters are there laughing and drinking, and Aisha is currently in a drinking contest with another snow elf archer. His quiver is still on his back.
I'd like to join.
Oh,
Can
you wanna join her?
I wanna take part. Is it the ale?
Yes.
I want to take part in the drinking contest.
So when you guys get in, Pav sees that you guys have arrived. He looks quite surprised. And she offers free ale for all of you. And Kenny, we're gonna roll until you drop dead.
Got it. Got it.
Okay. Keep in mind, this woman has the greatest constitution in the world.
It's okay. Constitution save.
Constitution saving throw.
14.
Okay. Not bad. Go again.
Don't sound so disappointed.
21.
Okay. She's holding it really well.
15.
You are going to start rolling with disadvantage.
No. 14.
Okay. Again.
Ah, shit. One wasn't that 20, but 16.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Oh
10.
no. Oh no.
But
Oh
you got doubles. You win the lottery.
Snake eyes.
all right. You are seeing double.
Keep going.
Jesus
I got
Christ.
another nat 20. 8.
All right. After this last drink, you stumble outside and throw up.
Damn it. How is
Let's see if-
Aisha looking?
I'm gonna offer. I would like to offer
Fine.
him a tonic to prevent a hangover the next morning.
Sonic time.
Aisha is fine.
I almost thought you said Sonic, and I was
She's-
like, you got a Sonic somehow?
Not
What?
fair. Is she at least like tipsy?
She's gently patting your back, saying, "There, you'll eventually get it."
Nope.
No.
Lauren just starts crying.
The snow elf that she was in a drinking contest with is passed out at the bar drooling.
Okay.
It looks like there was another guy, that she was a dwarf that she was drinking with, also next to that snow elf, who is hanging onto the bar for dear life.
Well, he outdrank a dwarf, and that's all I need to hear. He outdrank a dwarf.
She has a legendary constitution, guys.
She does?
She's not-
What the fuck?
she's not gonna outdrink the highest ranked paladin. Not all of the
Lauren's still
country.
gonna try. Lauren's still gonna try.
So that's what she lives off of. She drinks mead. She's like that. That's how she gets all of her calories. Is she just drinks the highest, densest, darkest mead ever.
And it still doesn't affect her.
Lauren takes the hangover cure and like in like a very like sad voice is like, thank you.
Oh, it was so sad.
She says that.
Lauren's sad.
Yeah.
Lauren's drunk inside.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Uh,
So it does not sober you up.
No,
It's just,
no,
I'm surprised.
no.
It
I'm
just
surprised
prevents-
Arnold not, trying to comfort him.
I'm surprised Arnold's not trying to outdrink him.
Arnold doesn't drink alcohol.
I don't drink.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're underage. I forgot.
Yeah.
Arnold
There's
is a
nice apple juice. The little boy gets apple juice. So, she does tell Lauren that she found a secret stairwell and that she really wants to investigate it, so you need to sober the fuck up.
Can I? What can I do to sober up?
We're headed to snow.
I just go eat a shit ton of greasy food.
No, she takes you outside and dunks your head in the cold water.
Oh, okay, that works.
I'm just gonna watch this and
Actually,
smile.
you know
You
That
what?
never
works.
bothered to ask.
How heavy is a Lauren?
Huh?
How heavy is a Lauren?
I don't actually know off the top of my head. I think he's around like 210 pounds. Very muscular young man with a shit ton of equipment on him.
She picks you up.
10.
She picks you up princess style.
So yeah,
Uh,
346 pounds is what he weighs.
she picks you up princess style, and she drops you into the cold fountain.
Lauren's like, that's cold.
And then she throws a snowball at you.
Lauren smiles.
Better?
Better. You said staircase? Secret?
Snowball fight?
Snowball fight. Lauren picks up makes a snowball and throws it at her.
I want a snowball fight.
Let's do a snowball fight.
I want to throw one at
So I pick up an Arnold and throw him like a snowball.
Lauren just starts waving everybody. Snowball fight! Snowball fight!
I don't think they heard me.
You pick up Arnold and what?
Throw him like a snowball.
No, please don't.
Can I just throw a potion at a Lauren that like encases him in ice?
No,
Damn.
but you can throw a snowball.
What about a potion that when it lands it hails snowballs?
Wait, what?
That'd be more of a magical effect than a potion.
Yeah, that'd be cool though.
I'm not Doctor Who. I can't go in and push buttons on my TARDIS and make it start snowing whenever
Wait,
the fuck I want.
what if we make Arnold into a snow goblin?
Arnold the Elementalist. He can change his element at will.
Lauren just starts picking up. Lauren just starts making snowballs and throwing it at everybody.
We can do it for Vice too. We can make them fight.
Can
I'm
I
gonna crack my knuckles and go ham with all 4 of my hands on a Lauren.
Can I make a snow lance?
No,
Why not?
Blood snow lance.
you don't know how to wield it.
Oh shit! Wait, I can't throw a snowball.
You can throw a snowball, but you can't throw a snow lance. I mean, you could throw a snowball. It's gonna be the shittiest throwing ever.
No, it's okay. I'll throw snowballs.
You're gonna throw snowballs.
We're all just throwing snowballs.
Everyone throws snowballs.
Fight. After
Fred's going to bed.
what?
Bren's like, fuck this noise. Bye.
So,
I'm out.
Bren, on your way upstairs, you are met by Madame Yealis. She is quite shocked to see you. And she says, "Oh, you made it back."
Of course.
Sorry, I'm having
Why-
a hard time paying attention. I'm texting some idiot. What's going on right now?
Snowball fight.
Okay.
Everybody's throwing snowballs at each other.
And since I have 4 hands.
Lauren's just getting fucking bombarded.
Aisha has now switched to ice balls.
Oh no, I'm out. If we switch to ice, I'm out.
I'm using mold earth and putting rocks in mine.
Lauren's too drunk
Madam,
to feel the pain.
Madame Yealis tells Bren that she needs to talk to all of you, whoever came back.
No, I don't think anyone came. Well, I don't know what Arnold's doing, so.
Man, I don't know where the fuck we are. This little twink keeps texting me. I can't pay attention.
That's it. I'm taking your texting privileges away.
I see. Nessa, you
Um,
have Connor's mom's number, right?
I
Yeah.
do.
No.
I could just text her and be like, "Hey, can you take Connor's everything away?"
Take his phone away.
I got Dux's grandmammy's number.
Bruh.
So she goes outside, and she tells you all to come back inside, because she would like to talk to you all.
As we go
bloodied
inside, I
from the
whisper.
rocks in the
No, I don't
snow that
whisper. Wait, what?
Alorn bloodied from those rocks in the snow that
Ice and rock.
Vice was throwing. Is like, ah, but why?
But Mom,
I'm having fun.
How much damage is it?
5.
Huh?
You've taken 5 damage.
I've taken 5 damage. Okay.
And you guys have not healed yet. You have
Oh.
not taken a long rest yet.
I don't even know I don't know what my health's at or anything.
One of us dies.
You're at 40.
Okay. Also, while we're heading inside, I'm gonna pass by Aisha and be like, I got my memories back. What?
Gay? Gay?
Gay?
No, yay.
Yay?
Yay?
What do you fucking
Yay?
do?
Gay?
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yay? You mean you remembered that you're? Oh wait, no. Yay. I mean that's clearly what I meant.
Okay. Moving on from that. Madame Elise goes ahead and takes you all to the 3rd floor, which is where all the maids and servers sleep that don't have homes.
What's a
At the
homeless camp?
end of the hall. What?
What's a homeless camp?
No, it's you work here, you get free rooms. You don't have to rent out a
Yeah.
place.
Get free lodging.
At the end of the hall is an old yew wood door with a dream catcher of all colors hanging on the door. She opens the door and welcomes you in, and before you is an incense-filled room, dark and mystical in nature. She has a large bed with many silk sheets, mahogany dresser with a large vanity mirror. There's even a sitting area with pillows and a table in the middle that has a full tea set. Enough cups for everyone, it seems. Madame Elise sits down on one of the cushions and starts pouring tea for everyone. Fairy lights slowly start to fill up the room as she pours. She says, maybe we should talk about what you saw out there today. And maybe even talk about your next move. I'm sure you have questions, so please ask away.
What do you know
Can you
about what happened up there?
Can you refresh my memory on who this lady is? I cannot remember for some
Proprietist.
reason.
Madame Yelis is she's the owner of this tavern. The Mountains Fall, I think is what we called it. And this is basically like the meeting spot for all the hunters and workers and stuff like that. It's the hangout place. It also is a refuge for anybody that comes and needs a room. So adventurers come here, they need a place to stay, so they stay here while they're training or doing whatever spiritual thing they need to do at the mountain. And she helps them on that path.
Okay. So what do you know what happened up there?
Well, what do you know?
Very little,
What do
apparently.
you know?
Can we not, please?
Sorry.
Thank you, Lauren. What do you know?
I don't know. What do we know? Where do I start? Where do we start?
Basically, the
why
world's
do you
been
want to know
fucked
what we
over
know?
by a feud between Kana and her the king, Farron. And there's this guy named Sigmund who fucked over Siegfried, who was Kana's love interest. So there's a whole bunch of chosen ones fucking over the rest of us. I miss anything?
No, but I guess that pretty much summarizes it. Aisha is confused.
Actually, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Who's paying us?
What?
Hmm.
Well, what do you mean he's paying you?
This was a job. Are we still getting paid?
That's what we need to talk to. That is a point of discussion. And what exactly this job entails, because our job was never to quote unquote.
Arnold,
No, because
you
I'm pretty sure
would
that
like the identity of the murderer of your village and 100,000 platinum
yeah, so money.
when your job is complete.
I just wanted to, no, we need to meet with him to determine what exactly he determines our job as complete being.
I mean, we were hired to stop cultists.
We were hired
Yeah.
to stop the
Yeah.
cultists.
So we could ultimately just, like I said, do option 4, fuck off, do the job, and ignore the whole Kana thing potentially.
But
Yeah.
It
let's
won't.
not.
It's not, because let's be honest, it won't ignore us as much as we might ignore it.
We
Well-
can't run from our problems like Siegfried.
Hey,
We
I should-
can, but we'll end up like Siegfried in the end. Do any of us want to end up like that?
Oh. Okay, now.
What were
Aisha
you
is
gonna say,
extremely
Connor?
confused.
Nothing.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna say this for a fourth time.
You gotta remember you're speaking.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Don't get as easily annoyed as you are.
Fuck off.
No.
Okay. Aisha's extremely confused because she did not know that Kana was here and or used to live here. No one told her.
Hi, I got my memories back. Do you care now? I legit, Siegfried says that.
He's gonna get
I
punched in the nose.
think, Aisha, I think we should go talk to your father.
Well, let's not leave Madame Yaley's here. It's obvious she needs to talk to us about something.
Yes. We have learned much. So my question to you is, what do you know? What was your relationship with Kana while she was here? Because that's what we would like to find out, is to corroborate her story. And how do you know about her? This is the village near the cabin. She mentioned that, she'd come and hang out and stuff and be friendly and all that. So what was your relationship with this woman?
So Madame Mealy says, I never been to the cabin personally. I never really ventured outside of the walls. My expertise is here. I have never met Kana, but I did know that Kana and another man used to live in that cabin.
Eloren looks at Siegfried.
You used to live with her.
Hi.
So then, do you know about the incident?
Yeah?
Then maybe you can clear something up. I'm going to tell you two different stories, and you know one of them to be true and the other one to be false. I'm going to tell you, don't worry. What had the incident that they're talking about is that one night, one of the guards was attacked. They thought that it was by some rabid beast or bear or something, but then the next morning, that guard turned into a ghoul and started to attack other villagers. They had to go ahead and basically purge that portion of the village to stop the spread of the ghoulish infection. Because of the way that ghouls do, they infect in that way. What had really happened that night, what you remember, is that a man had come down to the cabin and he tried to attack you guys, and she scratched him back. Little did she know, because she was so early in her transformation, that a scratch from a vampire does cause this ghoulish infection, if not properly turned into a vampire, or just right out killed. So it was an accident. You guys never even knew that had happened. The guy came down to the valley where you were with malicious intent of killing her. That's the incident everyone's talking about. But
Okay,
Right, you're looking for it.
that's one story. What's the second one?
that is the story. Those are both of the stories.
I must have missed the
Basically, what
delineation.
basically was the story, like, was it, I'm guessing, malicious intent that
So
Anna did it, or
one version of the story basically says that Kana went out, attacked a man that was guarding the town, and forcefully turned him into a ghoul, which then caused the spread of about a third of their town to become ghouls. What Siegfried is saying is that this man specifically went down to them to try and kill her, and she was just defending herself.
Okay, I see the delineation now. Sorry about that. I can be thick-headed sometimes.
though I don't know why he was trying to kill her. Was there any like do we know why or no?
So, Madame Yealy says that cabin suddenly made a presence in the forest, which caused animals to never want to wander into that valley ever again. Deer, deer, bears, wolves, all kind of animals would go into that pasture and graze all the time, and it was a great hunting spot. So they lost one of their hunting spots, all because you guys moved in there. So that made the townsfolk mad. But that wasn't your guys' choice. By no means was that your choice. That was the king's choice. The king made that choice, and Madame Yealy tried to stop the townspeople from being mad and upset because it wasn't you. Of course, that didn't stop it. Eventually, the town started requesting adventurers, and they would send adventurers to this cabin to try and get rid of this presence. And there were actually groups of adventurers sent down there to kill her. And it was after the point where you left, where she had become strong enough to defend herself. At another point, when she became ruler, the Dark Isles, she kept a post there. She kept someone posted there, just in case someone went there. Now, it was said that there was two particular groups that did come back, but they ended up vanishing the next morning.
What do you know what those two groups were?
They were just two groups of adventurers. They went down there. They were tasked to defeat her. They came back. They didn't say much, and then the next morning they were gone as if they never even existed.
So vanishing adventurers.
It only happened twice.
I've
Right.
heard crazier.
That is all of the knowledge that Madame Eulis had.
There's not much we could do on just vanishing people. I mean, I vanished before, and people didn't do anything for me.
It's different for non-vampires, like a human or an orc. Like, those people just don't disappear. Someone notices when they disappear. I mean, this place is fortified. We know when people come and go.
Okay.
So they probably made a deal with Kana. That's what I'm hearing.
That would be
Or
the
like from the face of
conclusion.
the earth. I mean,
Huh.
But
they went there and they vanished. They either made a deal with her or were wiped from the face of the earth.
I feel like if they're wiped from the face of the earth, there'd be a larger fuss. Adventurers don't go down easy, even if they are fighting all-powerful vampires.
Keep in mind, the only reason she went easy on us is because of her boy toy here.
I think
Hello,
she has
I'm
other
here.
motivations as well.
oh, that is another thing that you remember.
Mm.
Alexandra was pulling her shots.
It's still weaker than me. Alright. I
Regardless,
can,
it doesn't matter if they were holding back against us or not. You don't just make people vanish unless they want to. Not unless you're quite literally a god.
Hey, to be fair, I did vanish from this plane because of a
Yes,
god.
and that was a god.
And what is the cult that we are dealing with?
oh God. But how
Exactly.
do, I guess the other question is, how do you know Kana is working with the cult?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. From what Alexandria said, the cult just seemed like a convenient means to an
To an
end.
end. Yeah. So either way, we need to. I feel like our first move is deal with this cult. But we need to do it in a way that lets Kana know that we're dealing with the cult, but that doesn't mean we're against her or for her.
I think Kana knows. I think Kana is already biding her time. And if she wanted to stop us from defeating the cult, she would have done it already.
What do you
Basically,
think, Aisha? What do you? Hang on. Tavane's not with us at the moment, is
No,
he?
Suzanne is not with you. He is at the northern border, but Aisha is with you.
What, Aisha? What do you think about all this? Since this is your family drama.
Fuck.
Yes, and
I'm learning a lot of new things here. Okay.
Oh, she's just a newborn little baby. Come here, grabs her.
I'm gonna
And
smack
hugs.
6 feet away before, like, as he reaches out, I'm gonna smack his hand away from her.
How about a 20 strength to the face?
That's not nice.
So, Aisha, I'm guessing you have questions now. We have questions. Perhaps we should go meet with with King Farron and see if he'd
Um,
be willing to discuss this with us. He is still a
I
king after all.
while I was sleeping, I did have a vision. That Scotty wanted to talk to us.
Scotty?
Yeah, the goddess of winter,
Oh,
the protector of this village.
Okay. Do y'all have a temple somewhere here?
Yeah, go for it. Madame Ulysses says yes and no. There's no building for her because she detests buildings, but there is
So a holy
some sort
place.
of thing.
Shrine?
Mm-hmm. She goes to a bookshelf and slides to the side. There you see a hole in the wall with a staircase leading up in a rough zigzag spiral pattern. She picks up a stone and casts light on it. It is a nice ice blue color. And she says, at the top of the cliff is a special place. We made it for Scotty. We know she belongs to a different people, but she's always watched over us. The blue light will make sure the guards don't kill you. And she grabs a wrapped basket and hands it to Arnold. And she says, this is an offering. After you offer it, you all may say your prayers, and then your questions. With luck, you might get an answer.
Basket.
Basket.
Basket bear.
Aloran will pick up Arnold while he's holding the basket.
Yes. This is what I wanted. This is what I deserve in my life.
I'm not sure if there's enough room for you to hold Arnold
I'll make room.
and the basket while you're climbing up the stairs.
Is there how tall is the ceiling?
You're climbing through a small opening in a really rough, like, staircase
How about
zigzaggy.
this then? He latches onto my back and I hold the basket. That way we're in a vertical little like directional thing.
you mean horizontal?
Horizontal. There we go.
Why
The
not
little-
just tie Arnold up onto the back so that way he's a basket holder?
Oh,
My
that'd be
question
cool.
to Arnold is, hey Arnold, do you want to be carried or do you want to walk?
I never want to walk.
Arnold never wants to walk.
No.
They have a big buff upper body but tiny little wimpy legs.
Yes, exactly.
It's a lot of weight. He's got all this armor and stuff. He's just a little guy, okay?
He'll grow.
No, I
I
won't.
don't think he
Madam
will.
No.
I mean, in
Elise will go
power,
ahead
he'll build a bigger
and
suit of armor.
hand the stone to Axel.
Okay.
And Aisha will go ahead and stay down at the bottom because Scotty is not her god, and she does not wish.
What, you chicken? That was
Fuck you.
Aloran looks at her and he's like, "You're not coming?"
No, I'm gonna wait at the bottom.
She
He's a
gave you
scaredy
the
cat.
vision. I think you should come.
I think you should come too.
No.
You're
Is
real
it
Southern,
because
you know that, right?
is it because of gods fighting each other and your god is a different god?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Siegfried whispers to everyone, we should join in the chicken dance.
Well, I think everybody here is gonna piss off their god then, because we've all got different ones.
Well,
No,
but ours might not be actively engaged in a feud.
Artemis
correct.
might.
Uh, it- it's
Yeah, but
different
you're
when
not.
you are the living patron of of a god.
Uh-huh.
When you're the
Where
paladin.
when you literally embody his presence.
Isn't that sort of what we are?
Look,
No,
I think
you
it's
are
just
champions.
I think it's silly to let gods decide your actions no matter your path of life. However, if you're not comfortable with it, then farewell for now.
I'm sure Scotty is a lovely, lovely lady. I just would like to not be smitted today.
Smitten, smited. Life is but a journey.
He's alright.
You're a chicken.
I'm the one going.
You're a chicken pizza.
I took a line from Siegfried.
You took a line from Siegfried? What?
Life is but a journey.
Oh, you're rubbing off on people. Stop it.
Alorn's also severely drunk.
Oh yeah.
I like the cut of this man's jib. Jib, 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 jib.
All
Don't
right.
forget, Alorn is
Piglets.
drunk. He's just like currently a high operating drunk.
We must keep this man drunk 24/7.
Huh?
We must keep this man drunk 24/7.
Oh
Why is
We
god,
that?
not
operate
another
7 hours.
mic.
No, please, God.
Not another
Alorn,
mic.
Alorn drinks fairly often.
So
I've made it. Oh, sorry.
you climb the stairs. They are so uneven and crudely made. With careful steps, you make it up. You come to a hatch. In the corner are 4 heat runes that faintly glow. It keeps it from freezing shut, obviously. As you all look around, you are indeed atop of this jagged cliff. To the left is the forest. You can barely see the glint of metal in the watchful eyes of the snow elves. If you didn't know better, you would think that they were wolves. Wow.
Snow elves?
Yes. Snow elves have great night vision.
Wait, we're still in the tavern, right?
No, you're on top of you're on top of the cliff. So
Oh.
the tavern rests at the base of the cliff, where the cliff kind of is at an angle and then is flat at the top. So the town is at the base of this cliff on top of a cliff. So it's a stepped cliff side where they are.
Got it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And then to the right is a stone throne that overlooks the entire town. It has dead flowers and bits of jerky and rotted fruit on it. The throne could easily fit Axel, Aloran, and Bren comfortably and with room.
I feel like we probably shouldn't sit on the throne.
Absolutely not.
Wait, it's empty? Siegfried marches over to the throne.
I
God.
want to grab him.
Okay, well, 2 people grab you.
No, Siegfried.
Strength check?
I'm gonna say the strength of a monkey man and a drunk boy is going to stop you.
That's horrible saying that, but okay.
Fight me.
I could, but you're not a character.
Alorn with his flushed face. No.
Oh,
Throne.
oh.
No throne.
No throne.
No throne. Bad throne.
No throne.
I want to sit in the throne.
I'm sorry. We'll find another throne for you to sit on. We can make you a throne in your little sphere cycle. How about that?
You know what's funny about this whole thing? He wants to sit on a throne, but he doesn't want to be a king.
Of course he wants to sit on a throne and doesn't want to be a king. He's Siegfried.
Mm-hmm.
Can I place the basket on the throne? I am
No,
the one.
Arnold has no. Arnold
Does
has
Arnold
it.
have it? Does Arnold have it? Do we agree
Arnold
on?
has it, and Arnold has to.
I'll carry Arnold to the throne.
Good. I am the basket man. It's like the
You are
torch.
the basket bearer.
It's like the Olympic torch. You're the torch bearer, Kenny.
Are you saying you're a torch,
I
Connor?
am the Olympic torch.
He is a bolt of lightning, and I am carrying him.
Yeah.
So you place the basket down? Question mark?
Yes.
Okay.
Where else? Up?
I would like to.
I would like to place the basket vertically.
I don't know.
would-
Like, are you gonna
I
take
would-
the contents of the basket out, or are you just gonna leave it there?
Just place the fucking basket.
Okay.
It's a
Why are you making
basket.
this so complicated?
I'm not. I'm just asking.
let's clear away the old dead stuff and lay out the stuff in the basket like it's for a meal.
Is there dead stuff on it? On the throne?
Remember?
Yes.
Oh.
Dead
Fruit
flowers, bits of jerky, and rotted fruit. And in the basket is a fresh blanket, a phone call,
Hold
A
on.
phone call.
Ring, 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 ring,
Oh,
ring,
wait,
ring.
okay.
Banana
Hello.
phone.
Hello.
Ring, ring, ring. Banana phone.
Stop calling. Stop calling.
Hello.
Ring,
How's the
ring,
phone?
ring. Banana phone.
Ace.
Oh, he's probably jerking off or something. Okay. So in the basket is a fresh thing of flowers, a new blanket, bits of jerky, and some fresh fruit, along with a bottle of wine.
There a glass?
No?
Yes, I already like this god.
Pop the cork, lay out the blanket after clearing it off, and lay it all out like it's a nice feast for them.
Think of how fermented that wine is that's sitting there on the throne.
Ducks? No. Ice? No.
Still
How many no's are gonna happen this campaign?
a lot.
You're here, so a lot.
Can I
Okay.
can I kill Kana?
What?
No.
Why not?
Why?
For memes.
No.
I will not elaborate further.
No. Can you put,
Strike her down.
can you pour me a glass of milk?
What?
Oh my gosh. Hold on. People are texting me.
The Jello tunnel.
Mom's ass, bro. Yellow tunnel.
Goku on the other side, though.
Yeah, there is a Goku on the other side.
Okay. Shit. Okay, you lay out the spread and everything. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's great. We love it.
That's great.
right, and
Okay.
we
I
we
have a-
offer our praises thanks to the gods. Eh?
I have a hint. I have a hint for y'all.
Mhm.
You should do what he's doing.
Right?
Do what?
Banana
Oh,
phone.
roll religion? Pray?
Pray.
I'm not religious.
Pray.
What? Spit it out, man.
I pray.
Aloran shows how he prays to Arnold. Just for the bit.
And I mimic it perfectly.
I
I
pray.
first say, please don't smite me to Jax, and then proceed to pray to.
Aloran kneels, closes his eyes, and bows his head fervently.
Siegfried slams his head on the floor and screams out, "Please save my frozen friend."
The fuck?
His head is now bleeding.
Great.
Oh.
Aloran glances over. He's like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Eh.
Oh.
Vice kneels down.
I'm
to
gonna just
pray,
sit
but it actually
down
is reading a
and
comic book.
close my eyes and kind of meditate.
Ducky, are you using a different mic?
No.
It's just across the room.
Hold on. Give me a second.
It's just hard to hear you.
I'll switch over to my headset mic.
You guys gotta remember, we're not on. We don't have headsets right now. We're just like using phone.
Can you
So
hear me?
No,
Yes.
Yeah, you sound
Like,
like
is
you're
it
in
a
a.
lot better or a lot louder?
No.
it's worse. It's a lot worse.
You sound like you're in a like 80s TV show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
hmm
that's the power of the Razer Dari Ultimate, buddy.
Makes you sound like shit.
So what are you doing, Ducky?
I'm kneeling down to look like I'm praying, but I'm actually reading a comic book.
Yo, mama was on her knees praying last night.
And Arnold, are you praying?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's imitating. He's imitating Alolan.
He's
Oh yeah,
mimicking.
100% perfectly.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's great. I love it. So as you guys are praying, a cold wind blows by and some snowflakes kind of cover you guys. And before you, sitting on the throne, is the goddess Scotty and her beautiful dog Yominger.
Is it the wolf that was helping the bears?
Yes.
Ha!
Yes, it was. Arnold, why did you do a religion check? I'm curious. Connor.
I thought we were rolling for it.
Oh. No, I just need you guys to bow your fucking heads and pray.
I am legit bleeding. Blood from my head. I am
You're
praying
an
so hard.
anime vampire.
I am currently reading Archie Bunker.
Aloran may have fallen asleep in the time that he was closing his eyes.
Well, now he's freezing cold and there's a wolf sniffing his ass.
He wakes up and he sees the wolf and he's like, Neverus? How did you get here?
Except they're two completely different colors.
Yeah. He's drunk, sleepy brain, Ada.
Oh, that's right. That's fine.
We know how he gets when he gets sleepy, and now he's also drunk. So.
Aloran pats the wolf.
The wolf happy. It wagtail. Snow goes everywhere.
I want to
There
ride
is
the
now
wolf.
snow in Bren's mouth.
I want to ride the wolf.
What?
I want to ride the wolf.
So, Scotty looks at each of you,
Okay.
and she says, I will answer your questions. I will answer your prayers. But first, I need you to answer my questions.
Move into the other room. Okay.
Ask away,
What is
madam.
this, 21 questions?
Oh,
Mhm.
oh.
Not like we have a big setup.
I know, but like,
I'll just have it facing you.
no.
That way they could hear you better.
Right.
Hold on, we're moving because kitchen tables hurt.
Y'all are in the kitchen?
Well, now we're moving to the living room. Also, this means we can have the air conditioner on. So the quick break of breaks because now she's holding Pepper.
I know.
Pepper's being held and coddled.
I love Pepper.
Whoosh. Okay.
It's not mine. This is now mine. Scotty says, you must answer one of my questions first. What are your intentions?
I think everybody should just go silent because we don't quite know yet.
We don't know yet.
To be the next Hokage.
That's kind of what we're trying to
The way
figure
around
out
it.
right now.
You become Hokage.
You both can't answer the same with the same answer. That's illegal.
Yeah, Adam, I'm gonna be the next Hokage. Shut up.
I'm gonna be the
Adam is
next
playing.
Hokage.
Adam's playing Sasuke whenever he also decided he wanted to be a Hokage just out of the blue.
Stealing this.
Aloran looks her dead in the eye and he says, "I don't quite know anymore."
She says, I learn something new every time I talk to someone. Let me share a bit of insight. Questions are never ending, but so is knowledge. Secker once told me that he is wiser than he looks. Hell is suffering, but none of us, except him, can get to her. I believe to the north, in a small kingdom of Leonin, there is a artifact of Seker, the Death Gate. If you put the pieces together, you will be able to pass through. But that's not all that I know. When this whole thing happened, we each took a side. And I believe some of you are holding back information.
All right. Is Odemir trying to make a celestial cannon just to end the world?
Huh? Who?
Huh?
Are Io and Io Meteor trying to make a celestial cannon just to end the world?
Ooh. Let's see. Io Meteor is no longer with us.
She's
At
dead,
least.
right? Killed by her own followers. Poisoned by her own followers.
Correct. Well, not necessarily dead as dormant.
Yeah.
I think the one you're looking for is Versus.
Who is that the god of again?
I think there's a little something to help you out.
Uh, hello?
Ben and Vice, the little papers that you guys got, those, yeah, those basically are now revealed.
Papers.
I absolutely remember these papers.
I'm
But to
glad.
remind everybody else, can we get a refresher of what these papers were? But not, I mean, I know, but other people might not.
Dex, it's the fucking one channel. Slow replays. Fuck you, get out of your lazy ass.
There we go.
What's happening?
The gods and goddesses tab has been updated.
Excellent. Oh wow.
That one, okay.
That. I mean, you can look at it on my phone. It's already on there.
What does that mean?
Versus. Versus.
What? I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
What about versus? And who? I'm just confused.
Scotty is before you. Ask any questions available.
What does bloatus flooded mean?
So my question to her would be, do you know if the incidents with the ghouls was intentional or accidental? And if you know this, will you share?
Um, the incident is as it records. It was an accident. Corellin had not taught her child how to use her powers yet, and therefore accidents happen.
That's
I
my
assume you're.
question. Who's next?
No, I was supposed to be like, I assume you guys are just reading.
I'm just confused is all.
What are you confused about? Maybe I can
don't
clear up.
even know what I'm confused about. I feel like there's a big reveal here and I don't understand it.
Are you on Discord?
Yes.
Did you go to the gods and
Yes,
goddesses
I'm
page?
looking at versus Manuel is no longer his blessing. Lotus Blooded is his new blessing. Did that god just suddenly change, or
Scotty doesn't remember. Bits and pieces of her memory are missing. So all that she can remember is 500 years and forward.
After the God War, I guess.
Sure.
there's a war between gods?
I mean, isn't that kind of part of the background history of this? And
Well,
dragons and stuff?
The 500 year thing, that's not included. I'm not being.
It's because you went to that different plane.
Yeah. So
Is the reason why your timeline is all fucked up, because while you were away, time essentially, like, it was as if you were never gone while you were there. So time there continues and time here stops for you.
Wibbly wobbly, timely wimely bullshit.
Yeah.
Planes move at different speeds. A year on Mars is different than a year on Jupiter.
I need Paul Rudd to make sense of all this.
So Versus is trying to create something to either change
Uh,
or destroy the world itself.
Well, what did your entry say, Axel?
My entry. Do you want just this last entry? Vrisis has been acting strange, and Io. Not once have I seen them so upset, terrified. On my way to see Sari, Vrisis was just lounging in the Eternal Library, looking at piles of books. I would have noted if he didn't. I wouldn't have noticed if he didn't throw a gosh darn book at me. He didn't even say sorry, brat. Oh well. I still took the book. Now that I look on it, it was a book about magical and astral changes. How to change magic with constellations and stars? What is this, fortune telling? The more I read through, the more it makes sense. What the mortals call stars, we call rooms. Some of the biggest rooms are the largest stars, but some call planets we call homes. Sure, there are other universes, and I think everyone would know that, but this is ours. Nothing can enter without us knowing, right? What if we made rooms, ritual sites to amplify our power? Mother said that wishes and worship give us power, but what about magic? Versus made magic, molded it to be free, a cute network that flows in an infinite loop. No way could it break unless. No, he couldn't be. I know Io and Io Meteor means a lot, but would he make a giant celestial cannon just to end the world?
Oh, Briss is the one who created Io and Io Meteor. He is one of the first gods, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's where my brain was having a disconnect. I thought he was presumed to be dead.
No, Versus is alive. He just doesn't have a. Well, you guys haven't seen him.
So technically, we don't know what.
Correct. People still worship him as the Fairy King or the goddess or the god of fairies, because that was his original title.
Uh-huh. But he's
But
become something different now.
yes, what you see is the current version of every god and goddess
In the book.
in the scrolls that were taken from Bren and Vice. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Hmm?
So why did
Balder?
Brennan Weiss know about this, but nobody else?
You should ask them.
I absolutely
Brad?
remember why this information was told to us and not everybody else, but maybe Raspberry can enlighten me.
Maybe right. Maybe right.
Jesus Christ. Brad?
Because Bren's a secretive person, though. I don't know if he would actually tell you.
Did you also forget?
No, I remember. I remember who we met. I don't remember their exact name, but I remember their position. I'm trying to
I told
debate it.
you.
Trying to debate it whether or not Bren would actually tell them, though. Yeah, I guess I'll say it. We ended up meeting with Secker on the first day we came here.
What?
Yes, Secker, the god of the
Like the
gate.
god of the gate. You
What?
Found
motherfuckers and talking to gods and shit.
um yeah, Balder, Farlong, and Io Meteor are not on the original list because they are not gods that you can pick from
Ah, okay.
for plot reasons.
For plot purposes.
But Scotty can tell you where to find them. Some of the gods. Correct. But she also knows where most of the other ones are. That's her job.
So Vrisis is creating a weapon from
Created.
created a weapon from creating ritual sites. Is the cult trying to do that again? Or trying to use that same premise?
So Brisis is no longer the god of magic, but he
Right.
was the one who created it. So what he basically made magic in its infinite loop was to be a giant bomb.
Oh,
Or
okay.
potentially be a bomb.
Okay.
Because it's like a nuclear reactor. Yes, it can provide power, but it can also melt down. And whatever the cultists are trying to do, they're trying to cause the magic infinite loop to explode
Again.
again. Because apparently it happened once before.
I wild. Okay.
Does that sum it up?
That
Did I
makes
get all
more
the?
sense. That makes more sense. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for having such a hard time following this.
You don't like it?
No, I said I love it.
Oh. If you have questions, if you need help, following, I can help
I'm
you.
gonna have to go to therapy.
You're gonna have to go to therapy after this.
I think Lauren is just as confused as I am too, because doesn't get this whole Goddo mumbo jumbo thing.
Okay, I reiterate to you, you have a goddess before you to ask as many
Yeah, I
questions
know,
as you
but
want.
So if you picked sides, what were those sides?
right.
So the best example that I could give is that there was a light side and a dark side. Not saying that there is bad guys and good guys, just that they're two sides of the same coin.
You were my brother, Anakin. It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them.
That's not
Um,
canon, I don't think.
Don't mind Arnold. He's kind of the crazy one.
was said you'd lead the Jedi to victory, not to leave it in darkness.
Isn't Honor mute?
So, on the tabloid, everything with an orange star, those are the quote unquote dark ones, were the ones that fought to make the universal reset button, is what I'm gonna call it for right now. While the others fought to not have that happen.
So the fight was over to make the button or not.
Yes.
Ooh, what does this button do?
Well, do you remember anything from 500 years ago? Does anybody? Does anybody have written records
500 years ago.
from 500 years ago?
So it's been used once before. Was it you?
So we know which gods were working towards creating it and which ones were against creating it.
Yes.
Wait a second.
Can I ask?
How will one
And after they created it, they used it.
Yeah.
wait?
But can I ask why she wanted to create it?
I don't think they can hear you. Say it.
Wait. So wait. How does this reset button exactly work? Because I still have clouded memories that I can't for some reason remember from my time in an alternate space. Could said thing have happened in that dimension?
And that is where the mystery begins.
Did you hear?
Wait, was Siegfried not here when it got used?
No. Technically, Siegfried is older than 500 years old because of his time in that alternate dimension.
Oh,
the
okay, I
reason-
see, I see. But you
Wait,
mean
yeah,
500 years ago in this? Okay, I understand.
But he's only lived in this dimension for 300. Or for 400, my bad.
So, does this mean that the gods want to use it again, or the cultists are trying to use the tools of the gods?
Uh,
I think they're trying to use it.
Scotty doesn't know.
I think they're trying to use it.
Clearly, they're trying to use it, but is it at the behest of? And then the other question, which you might not know, is if Kana knows all this.
I'd assume not.
Wait, so the gods are mute. Or they
Not every god returned.
or that's Scotty.
Scotty returned. She's right here.
Scotty knows how things were before.
Her memories aren't perfect. They're very
Okay.
hazy.
Can I ask
But
her?
Scotty still remembers that she was before.
Yeah. I mean, there's a journal and everything saying that she was before. Even if one of you guys doesn't have it, someone out there has it.
I want to hold my journal up to her and ask, is this a journal of what happened before, or is this a journal of now?
That is a journal of before. We were asked by our maker, the one, to keep a record of what was happening and going to happen. But I don't remember what was written in them. I remember first the few pages, but I don't remember how it ended.
So the Ouijas whose words I'm reading in here is the Ouijas of before, not the Ouijas of now.
They're the same
But
person,
as
though, aren't they?
Are they?
they're the
Do we know that that's
Scotty would like to believe that she is the same goddess that she was back then as she is now.
but that's not
Her
concern.
her blessing that she had back then still holds to this day.
But that's not 100% certain.
I think
No. Hanseth's is. I mean, Vice has seen it.
So can they hear me right now? Can they hear me?
Can you guys hear him?
What is Adam
No.
asking?
Yeah, I hear Adam.
This entire time he's
Okay.
been talking to you,
So-
we haven't been able to hear a word he's been saying.
So I was just handed the phone. Because we had in order for us to be in more comfortable areas, we had to move and stuff. So we can't both talk at the same time. So I think what happened in the other dimension that I was in, and the reason why I cannot, and this is Siegfried talking right now, and the reason why I cannot remember things from that timeline or space is because a reset occurred.
But it happened 500 years ago, and do we know how long he's been
In
here?
this in this no, so there was one that happened here, but there was also one that happened in the other space that I was in.
So I understand.
So I can't remember the people who I was adventuring with, or even the
Because
place that I was at.
there was a similar reset there, similar to what happens here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking anyway, because I can't.
How? Then the other question is, how often does that reset happen? Does it happen on a timer?
Is it set to a timer? Is it something that is manually operated? Does Scotty know?
Okay, I have
Can
a theory.
Can I ask Scotty a question, please?
Yes. Yes.
Can I ask her why she wanted to create it in the first place? If she remembers why.
Um. Um. Hold on, I have to look.
This is a lot.
Um. Something to do with my brother.
You have a brother?
Yes,
Is he another
Balder.
god? Oh, Balder. Okay, got it. Got it.
I have a theory, y'all.
Okay.
And Scotty, please help me out here if I mess it up. But to build a reset would be to have it as a way to reset against a coming disaster. What if each time it's reset, it's because the disaster or the circumstances were not different enough to avert it, and so until we get it right, it's gonna keep happening, and so we need to get it right this time.
Ah, I don't know. Honestly, if there's a god that has any good working theory on any of this, it would be Farlongen.
I mean, I have another source I think we could ask. I
We
think
just?
Archie. I was gonna say Archie.
As much as I like Archie, his brain isn't in the right place.
Yeah.
He is not loyal to this location.
What you're saying is that he doesn't pay enough attention to care.
Wait a second. Okay, I'll remember that. And so my thought process is Archie isn't necessarily from this plane.
Exactly.
He never was. He never was. So can Siegfried recall if Archie was in the other plane? Or can he not recall? Like, can I roll? Or like,
So that's why Archimedes has such bad amnesia. It's
Oh,
not that he doesn't
oh,
remember, it's just there's been so many iterations of the same shit.
hold on, we're getting Archimedes lore. This is pretty cool. I actually want to see if I could roll to know if I remember. Did I? Did you roll for me? Yeah. Please. Just roll for me, because I can't roll it. Did that show, guys? I don't know if it rolled. 8. No! Okay, so what's that mean if I have inspiration? Okay. She's re-rolling. 14. Does that cut?
Yes.
So I do remember one person specifically from the other plane, or should I say one god? No? Oh, he wasn't a god. But I remember he was there.
Yeah. Like Archie. Not a god, omnipresent.
Omnipresent, but basically, I mean, basically a god when you're omnipresent.
But still mortal. You could still kill them both.
Okay, but he was there.
Yeah, he was.
He was there. So Archimedes was there. Archie was there.
Archie was not there.
Wait. God, you're confusing me.
Seamus was there.
But he was called something else. Right? He was called Seamus.
And he looked different too.
But I know this.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that he looked different and that he was referred to as by another name. Okay.
So in this other universe, Siegfried remembered that there is another Archie named Seamus that looks different.
But it's the same person.
Sure.
Can we make it canon? Because I know I know that Archie's been to our dimension, like the IRL dimension. Can we make it like canon that he's Barry 63?
But
That he's
No.
who?
Barry, age 63.
No.
Who's Bear? What?
You don't know who Barry 63 is?
No.
Posted in Mirror Channel for you.
Do I need to know?
I think so, actually.
Nah, I'm good.
There, it's in general.
Damn it.
I'm actually
Ah.
No.
You don't want it.
I used to have a picture of Archie.
For some reason, I always imagine him as Glob Glob from Star vs. the Forces of Evil, if anybody have seen that.
Trying to remember what Glop Glop looks like.
He's a little blue man with a crystal on his head.
Been so long since I've seen that. Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
I don't know why. I just do.
I think you'd look more like Merlin from Sword in the Stone, but like shorter.
I mean, I just see him as Jess, the original character who played him, but hunched over and pretending to be old.
Yeah,
As
that's a spin.
really described it is how I actually saw it too.
Oh, Archimedes was an actual character?
Yes,
Yes.
Player character?
yes, yes.
Yes.
Funny.
He's taken on a life of his own.
He just
It's
He's played in multiple different campaigns by different people who haven't even met Jess.
yep.
Yep.
Man's making his rounds.
That's why he's omnipotent.
You mean
He's
omnipresent?
omnipunt.
He's an omnipotent.
Omnipotent?
That's right.
Omnipotent? He's all powerful?
No,
Archimedes'
he's
original
an omnipotent.
character was
Huh?
that he was an old level 20 wizard, but he'd forgotten everything, so was only playing at like a level 3.
That's funny.
And so him leveling up was him remembering previous spells that he had
Oh,
already known.
that's a pretty cool shtick, though. I like that.
I've seen that in
And
the
so
manga.
he would talk like this, and what was I saying? Oh, yes, boa constrictors are fabulous at parties.
Yep.
What were we? What has got us down this path again?
That,
I'm lost.
that,
I'm sorry.
that describes any experience with Archimedes perfectly.
Yep.
With yes. We were talking. You were asking. Not you. Siegfried was asking if he had seen Barry in that other dimension he was in.
Not like that, no. But yes. The answer is yes. His name was Seamus, and he looked very different. Any other questions, inquiries?
Can you please save this?
I would like to ask a question.
Yes, Vice.
Does she know why Secker talks the way he does? Or
Um,
what the causes for that?
he hates common. He thinks that it's a very crude language and that it should be wiped from the earth.
Okay.
What language does he like?
Abyssal.
He likes all that
Or
throat scratching.
or Char Char.
Char char char.
What did you want to, okay, yeah. The wolf in your little sphere cycle is no longer petrified.
I opened my sphere cycle.
Set him free.
He doesn't want to leave.
What?
Now, you had a question for us. Did you have any other questions for us?
Yeah. What is your next plan?
Well, I think going to the Northern Barrens and taking care of the cultists there is probably the best course of action, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
that was the
Stopping
next part of
mankind from using
our
a
deal.
bomb at the fucking universe is probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, well, you know, a
If
bomb's a
someone's
bomb.
messing with the magic, the reactor that is the system of magic, we probably should stop that.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, yeah. But are you just gonna continue along this path? Like,
Well, I
are
mean,
you gonna
this
follow
path.
the king?
Well, I
Oh
need to
hell
find
no!
Kana to ask her some questions.
I'm pretty sure this path leads off
I
the edge
think
of a cliff,
that's
so I think
my.
going back
I
down
think
the stairs would be better.
Be smart ass.
unless King Varian can answer the questions that I'm asking, I'm not really interested in him.
What questions are you asking?
About what happened in Lore.
What?
The whole reason Aloran's doing any of this, his whole where did that demon come from and why? What is it? Where did it come from?
Where
So
did
on
it
and
come
so
from?
forth.
Where did it
How to
go?
kill it.
Oh, that. You ever asked Farlongen?
I've never interacted with him.
That's surprising. He's at the College of Ashen.
Yeah, I've avoided the College of Ashen like the goddamn plague.
Meh. Teach their own, I guess.
You know what? You know what some of those motherfuckers try to do to me? They tried to take me against my will, probably to do some weird ass experiments on me.
Roby.
Yeah, well, now you have
Yeah.
friends.
Consider yourself lucky, because half of their weird ass experiments is just an excuse for their weird ass sex parties. You probably didn't want to know that.
Lauren
I'm
just
sorry.
goes dead silent. You know his sister is at the College of Ashen, right?
No.
Wait, Lauren has a sister?
Yeah, Lauren has
Panic.
a sister and a dad still.
Panic.
Questions.
Lauren looks over at Axley like, my sister's at the College of Ashen.
I mean, you could ask it God right now. Literally ask her if I'm joking or not.
Lauren looks up to her with the like saddest look in his eye. Please tell me he's joking.
I gotta go.
No.
I
Guys,
have a continent to protect.
guys got a sex party to get back to.
I gotta step.
Oh.
Meeting.
Can I ask you to keep an eye on, my family and such? My dad specifically. He isn't exactly very capable.
I'll pass along the message. How about that?
I'm telling you, your sister's having a good time.
Lauren literally punches him in the gut. Do not. Do fucking not.
Not right now, bruh. Fuck. I lost my train of thought.
I
I
just
will.
inadvertently turned the College of Ashen into you know what? Never mind.
A raging college storm?
Yeah, basically Greek row.
A typical college.
It's not supposed to be like that. Like
But
actual studying is going on there.
Well, yeah, like most colleges.
actual studying goes on at WSU.
Ah, you're funny.
I thought it was pretty good.
Studying at WSU. That was a new one. All right. So you have your path laid before you. You are going to the Northern Barrens.
Oh, can I ask her one more thing before she goes?
Yes.
Can I ask her to make sure my wolf doesn't get hot in the Northern Barrens? The Everest. She's the goddess
You
of winter and such, right? It gets spicy there.
like you might want to look into buying a charm for your wolf.
Okay.
Or some shears.
No! He's got a gorgeous coat.
Poodle cut.
What?
He can
Got a
always live in
poodle
the
cut.
biosphere.
No, that is a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Siegfried says he could always live in the sphere cycle for a while.
No, he's too big, remember?
An
The other one
off-topic
fit.
question: when was the last time you seen a poodle IRL?
What?
A poodle.
An off-topic question: when was the last time you've seen a poodle IRL?
On Friday.
I actually saw one the other day.
I work at a vet.
Wait, you
Ducky.
guys go outside?
Yeah, I know.
We
Just
saw.
wondering.
Well, I have a. Oh, we borrow Jason's car, so we went to PetSmart and we saw one. So cute.
Why were you asking, Ducky?
Just curious to see how common they are.
You can
They're
give it a
fairly
poodle
common.
cut.
Huh?
And then with a gust of wind and a fresh layer of snow, she's gone.
Merry Christmas.
Along with all the food, the bottle of wine, and the snacks.
Wait. Fresh layer of snow.
Food,
Yeah.
bottle of wine, and milk and cookies.
Yes, it covers Arnold.
Did she also take my little potion I left her?
Potion.
Yeah, you did say.
Oh no, she didn't take
I'm
it.
I'm gonna go to my wolf and I'm going to pass
Made
out.
her an offering and she refused it.
You're not.
Hmm?
Too many things. Hold on. Brain go
Brr.
What'd I do?
What do you do?
bread. So you go back downstairs, and you
I want to jump off the cliff.
run back into. No, fuck you. You're gonna go back down the stairs. You go back down the stairs, and you run back into Madame Elise and Aisha, who are enjoying a lovely cup of tea.
To get that cup of tea.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Nah, I'm just curious where they got it.
The tea has
They're
been there.
admin.
Okay.
Each of you were offered a cup of tea.
That's correct.
Aloran chugged it down whenever he was offered it. He thought it was more alcohol.
Only to be hot leaf juice.
Hey, it tasted pretty good.
It's good hot leaf juice.
It was good
It's
hot
imported.
leaf juice.
It's imported from the hot leaf juice place.
Isn't that Lale?
What, Brittany?
Yeah,
It reminds him of home.
it reminds him of home, and then he starts crying because he's an emotional drunk.
He's an emotional drunk. He's a wild drunk. He ranges from emotional to sleepy to
Manic.
angry to happy to manic. He's all over the fucking place.
Fucking, you need a chill pill, bro. I think I actually just got
the biggest Xanax in the world couldn't help him though.
I think at this point I actually just gonna pick you up, put you in your room, tuck you in, and then
Me?
pray you to sleep. Yes.
Me? I can
Yes.
walk.
Can you?
You're crying like a baby.
Huh?
You're crying like a baby.
And?
So she's gonna treat you like a baby.
He's not a baby.
Yeah, well, that doesn't
He may
stop her.
he
How
may
are you again?
Big boy, isn't he?
Alarine's like what, like 55, something like that.
Baby.
He's still older than you.
And your point being, I'm a grown up.
You're crying like a big baby. Hi, Ziggy. Hi, Ziggy. Mm.
Tell me how you feel when you haven't been home in 30 years.
Well,
Normal.
hey, bruh. It feels terrible.
Feels pretty normal, actually.
Where you going? Where do you think you're going? What are you doing?
Cat. Meow.
Cat
Do you
meow.
even want to go home, Axel? Like, don't you hate that place?
So I'll see you guys in the morning.
You can't deflect forever!
Drag, drag, drag. He wants to sit down and drink the milk. He wants to sit down and lick the ball. He wants to attempt to lick the cup and sit on everything while he's at it. Wait. Oh god. Oh go 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 go. Don't drop the.
Cup of soap.
Don't be in dumb butts.
Before I sleep, though, Ada, I would, like, probably in vain to try and contact Artemis.
Okay. What are you trying to say to said Artemis?
I just want to ask her some questions.
Ask me your first question.
Uh, why was she working against the reset button? I'm assuming she'd know what I was talking about.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out intentions and reasons right now
Mm.
because I'm trying to decide whether this is something that is like truly bad or good or what it means in truth. And going to the intentions of why it was created or why people didn't want it to be created could give a little more clarity as to what's happening here.
So, I guess if you want to go ahead and message me, because this is basically where we're ending. You guys are gonna go to bed, and because that's all that I have written. I needed an answer as to where you guys were going to go next. That is honestly what I needed. I needed to know what your next moves were. I needed to know what you guys were going to decide before I continued to write.
Did you
Because
expect
there's
any
a lot of
different of
information.
us?
Yeah, yes, there are different outcomes. There are different things that you could have done. You could have gone around and searched for every single god to get their opinion and to get their side of the story. Or you could have gone and destroyed the cultists like you were originally going, or you could have joined Kana. Gone out and physically seeked Kana at the Dark Isle.
I see.
I feel like we could do that after.
You stop the imminent doom.
Yeah, the imminent danger.
The presumed imminent end to our world.
It's okay, guys. We'll make sure to do new game plus.
What does that
If
mean?
you get there. That just means what is it, DLC content?
There's DLC.
Yeah, you gotta pay $49.99.
Okay, I'd do it. I paid more for less.
I definitely
Actually,
think that
guys,
pursuit of these cultists would be a good idea.
What? Kill the
I think
cultists? Got
that
it.
I think that a pursuit of these cultists would be a good idea.
Hmm.
Yeah.
An end to the cultists would be a good idea. Yeah. Don't forget that they did say that there are pieces to the Death Gate,
Hmm.
leading to the in between, which is the Death Realm where Sekir and Hell reside.
So we need to keep that in mind while we're wandering around and about as well.
Yeah, because it sounds like the cultists are gathering those pieces, and other people might be gathering those pieces. Next week we will have potential combat. So Kenny, I will get you the stuff ready. So guys, make sure that your character sheets are up to date. I do think that you guys leveled last time, so make sure that you have leveled up and everything, and that you don't have stupid fill-in feats like dummy thickness.
Sorry. You're
If there's a
the one who did that anyways. So don't look at me.
yeah, I know. I'm
But
sorry.
Lauren is demi-thick, though.
Now,
You seen those hips?
His hips don't lie, but he's not dummy thick.
Ada, I created a homebrew item, and I would like for Arnold to craft it.
Do you have the materials for said item?
I think the materials would not be hard to obtain.
Can you send it to me over Discord?
Yes, I can. In 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Lauren's fixing to not be really not be happy because he does not like the Northern Barrens. He spent a decent amount of time there, and it is just very inhospitable. He does not like it.
Yeah, it sucks. You're gonna go from extreme cold to extreme hot cold.
To extreme fuck this place.
90 degrees in the day,
Keep
0 degrees at night.
Not even. Sometimes it'll be like freaking -20 in the day. It doesn't make sense. That place doesn't make sense.
Nope. That is why it is a barren wasteland.
There's a lot of fun things
Because
to hunt there.
the weather there is so inconsistent that nobody knows how to settle there.
But there's a lot of fun
Except
things to hunt there.
except for a select few tribes.
Lizard folk, right?
Lizard folk?
Yes.
Lizard folk.
Lizard folk, Arakora, and Leonin.
Aloran likes the lizard folk specifically. The other two are cool, but he really likes the lizard folk.
Wouldn't
They're
they
funky
just, like,
lads.
go to sleep for the entire period of it getting cold?
They're not
And only wake up?
cold-blooded.
How are they lizard?
They're lizard folk. They're not actual lizards.
Hey! Stop that!
Meow?
Meow. Meow.
I'll have to get back to you on that, Ada. I think that the homebrew item got deleted, or was it saved when I made it?
Oh no. Alright, that's fine. Just send it to me whenever you want. I know. You can eat. I'm not hungry.
Do the
I'm
lizard
having
folk have a
heartburn.
special language?
Um, yes, they do.
Would it make sense for Aloran to know that language?
No,
No? Okay.
they don't teach it to others.
Got it, got it. Rude lads. Rude lads.
why don't
They
we
don't
stop it?
believe that other races should have to know it. His hair, because he sheds like no other day. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know?
Don't you know? Anyway, we're done, right?
Yeah, that is the end of the session. Sixth grade! Not again!
Alright, well,
I
I'm gonna
miss
stop it
my
there then.
cat.